Welcome to the second video in our other bike series. Today I'm talking about our 2011 BMW G650GS. We were exceptionally fortunate in buying this super lightly used motorcycle from Motorado in Lakewood, Colorado. It was one of those starter bikes for adventure riding that went through a couple of owners who quickly decided they wanted larger displacement for their ADV bike. The crazy thing is we were originally looking at an older F650GS model that was very well used. Translation here is it was kind of beat up. And this barely used, not even truly run-in model was only $1,000 more, and we couldn't pass that up. For the first year or so, it had 90-10 tarmac dirt tires on it. They did well enough, but didn't ever get to the confidence-inspiring level of the 40-60 tarmac dirt Shinko tires that are currently on it now, which I'd honestly place about 50-50 as they do equally well as dirt or pavement. There were a few dirt roads around where we lived in Colorado, and most of them washboarded, so nearly all of the riding was done on tarmac. The idea of this bike, which we call Hope, named by our daughter, who I think hoped it would be hers one day, was that she was capable of interstate riding, which meant my wife could ride it when I rode the CLC, and a 650 Thumper, so I could ride it when my wife rode her Suzuki S40, which is also a single 650. On top of which I could take it to play my favorite game, Where Does This Road Go? And keep going even when the tarmac ran out. In 2018 we moved to the brave little state of Vermont, more specifically the Northeast Kingdom. For those of you who aren't familiar, the website northeastkingdom.com says this about the Northeast Kingdom. Open quote. Welcome to Vermont's Northeast Kingdom, parentheses NEK, and parentheses. Local flavors, open spaces, and endless adventures await. Get naked, BT, by diving into authentic and unexpected experiences of the kingdom. The Northeast Kingdom represents over 2,000 square miles of Vermont and is home to the state's most scenic and undisturbed locations. Bordered by Canada and northern New Hampshire, the kingdom is a hub for outdoor recreation, arts, and culture, and delicious local food options. From the mountains at Jay Peak to the trails of Burke Mountain, all the way down to bustling St. Johnsbury, there's something to uncover around every corner of the Northeast Kingdom. End quote. Something to keep in mind about Vermont, nearly half the roads in the state are unpaved, meaning there's plenty of opportunity for exciting rides on our GS. The GS was dropped from the BMW lineup, which now consists of the 310 GS, 750 GS, 850 GS, and the 1250 GS. Personally, I feel like this was a mistake, as the 650 GS is the perfect combination of can-do, lightweight, interstate capable, which remains one of the most intuitive and easiest motorcycles I've ever ridden. We have nearly a mile of dirt roads just to get off the mountain where we live, and the GS is by far the easiest bike to get on and off the mountain no matter the weather conditions. But truth be told here, I haven't done any winter riding because of the healthy amount of snow and cold that we get. I have tons of videos riding the GS about. What is missing from that video is the engine audio, which I've replaced with music or something else to fill the space because of the overwhelming wind noise, even with the wind setting on the GoPro 7 Black that we utilize for filming our little rides. I've recently ordered a wind slayer and have been watching videos about how to address wind noise so we can use more footage of the bikes on the road and have native sounds present, minus the wind noise. If you haven't ever ridden a G650GS, I highly recommend this little middleweight adventure bike. It's highly capable, super easy to ride. Has a modest seat height, we ride with the low seat from Touratech. It's super comfortable and is capable of carrying some gear with its stock back rack, which we have a tail bag mounted to. The fairing is superb at blocking enough wind for comfort and leave enough for cooling on hot days. I have taken the G650GS on single track and trail riding, and although I was slow, me more than the bike, because I was new to off-road riding, I kept upright the entire go, including it during heavy rain with deep mud. You might be wondering if our daughter ever did inherit the GS. Sadly, she lost interest in motorcycling in her teen years. Her little dirt pit bike has been in our garage, neglected for years. I believe it's time to find it a new home. The specs on the 2011 G650GS are as follows. 652cc or 40 cubic inch single, 100 by 83 millimeter bore and stroke, 11.5 to 1 compression, liquid cooled, fuel injected, 48 horsepower at 6,500 RPM or 37 kilowatts, 44.25 pound-feet of torque at 5,200 RPM or 60 Newton meters, 5-speed, chain drive, 6.5 inches travel front and rear or 170 millimeters, 100/90-19 on front, 130/80-17 on rear, wet weight of 421 pounds, 33.9 inch seat height with our low seat is about 31 inches without rider. I do highly recommend the Big Block Adventure Tires as they are highly confidence-inspiring with their good grip and stable riding on both tarmac and unpaved roads. The G650GS is the preferred bike for my brothers when they have come to visit, a testament to its likability and capability as an easy and fun-to-ride motorcycle. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've made it this far, please do consider liking and subscribing. Keep the shiny side up.